Hope you are all able to listen me properly. If not, you can type in chat window so that I can improve my audio. Also, for your any queries, you can just type in the chat window so that I can answer from time to time. Starting now, cnPilot is the portfolio name for Wi-Fi solutions. I just in the previous session of product overview explained you about the company overview as well as product. It's just a brief introduction again. Cambium is a globally local, means we have presence in over 25 countries, 4 R&D centers and 3 continents, and more than 5 million radios already shipped to over 150 countries. We have strong channel presence with very much technically and certified skilled partners. Headquarters in US, UK. We have research and development centers in Bangalore, in India. This is about the Wi-Fi team of Cambium who designed and developed the Wi-Fi portfolio products and still working on to improve. The team is very much experienced in enterprise as well as Wi-Fi, carrier Wi-Fi, global R&D and field team members. The development team are from Motorola, Ruckus, Aruba, Nartle and others, have more than 10 to 20 years of experience in Wi-Fi and cellulars. Wi-Fi products are new from Cambium, but Wi-Fi is not new to Cambium Networks. Products are recently released in a year back, and this is about the vision and mission, where we intelligently manageable product, affordable, scalable, quick to deploy, and easy to operate end-to-end Wi-Fi solutions, including the point-to-point as well as point-to-multipoint. Whether it may be city surveillance, smart city projects, education, healthcare, managed residentials, and industries. This is about the differentiation where our products will be in position. This is where large enterprises like Ruckus, Aruba, Cisco's, Miraki's, and this is where the low-end models, Microtech Engineers, Ubiquiti, and Ruckus Exchange. We have positioned our product, Wi-Fi solutions, just next to the low-end product, just above that. But feature-wise, we are trying to incorporate all the large enterprise products. This is about the large enterprise may cost around $500 to more than 1,000, whereas Cambium's are from $70 to $400. This is the price range for all products. End-to-end wireless options, scalable. You don't need to worry about tomorrow. Today, if you install, then it can be scalable for tomorrow up to more than 10,000 devices, 20,000. It's so reliable because we are very much committed on quality components. Our failure rate is very low. MTBF is very high. And the cost of the Wi-Fi product compared to all these large enterprise as well as the entry level products is comparable, is competitive, and the frictionless operations. It's a zero configuration part where you don't need to configure anything in the Wi-Fi product. All will be taken care by the central network management system, which is cloud-based or NOC-based. And all you know that we have 24/7 support, post-sale support. We have forums, community forums, multiple RTMs, RSMs working round the clock. And the major thing is we have very strong channel partners. This is the Wi-Fi portfolio as of 2016 is concerned. The first one is R200 and 201 for residential purposes and small business homes. They have 11AC as well as 11N, dual band or single band. And E400 is the indoor enterprise product, which is 11AC, 2.4 and 5 GHz dual band AP, IP55. EPMP 1000 hotspot is 11N single band radio, 5 GHz or 2.4 GHz. This is also IP55. And E500 is the 11AC product for outdoor. This is IP67, 11AC dual band. All three R200, 201, E400 and EPMP 1000 already been released. E500 will be released by this month, maybe in May. It's under beta testing. This is the architecture where we want to monitor all the products of Cambium, whether it is point-to-point or point-to-multipoint or Wi-Fi, and a single NMS Wi-Fi controller, whether it may be a cloud manager or on-premise manager. You can have this controller installed in one of your server and the NOC to manage the devices. This is the life cycle. Planning tools like Link Planner for onboarding, network provisioning, software upgrade, managing, configuring, all are through cnMastro, which is our cloud controller or NOC controller. And we have support RMA 24/7. There is no infrastructure required for cloud, and for NOC you can access it from anywhere. There is no special software requirement. Scalability is 10,000 plus, and it's very easy. These are some of the features where you onboard the device and you have the ownership of that. Then inventory management, you can see what is the software version, where is the trouble, in which access point, how the users are facing issues. Network monitoring and specialized services like Wi-Fi controller, RMA support there. Security at every step of the process. Access is through SSL. Equipment onboarding can be done through serial number or Cambium ID, which I will explain more. I will go deep in the cnMastro sessions. Firewall percent, HTTPS, and DDoS, distributed denial of service, failover and back office team in the process, continuous critical patches in the cloud. You don't need to download new software and upgrade the devices because cloud is managed by Cambium team, so it will always be having the latest software. But for the NAC controller, you may need to download the software and manage your packages. The architecture is user data never goes to the data center where the cloud is present. Only for the management purpose, you use the cloud. You have logical access through public key, IP address restrictions, MAC address filtering, lot of features available. The monitoring is 24/7. It's automatic. Redundancy, we have multiple servers located in multiple continents so that your cloud will never be down. You will be reaching to the nearby server. The redundancy is always there. Backup application is already done. And the physical data center has SAS 70 type 2, SSAE 16, and it has surveillance 24/7, UPS, and multi-zone. This is about the CN Maestro Wi-Fi management. We will go further deep in the CN Maestro session. Here, briefly, I just would like to mention that the traditional NMS uses SNMP to discover the devices. NMS may have try to poll each and every device. It may congest the network. It may take 10 minutes, 15 minutes, even a day for very large networks. Here in Cambium CN Maestro, the devices will search for the server, not the server searching for the device. This uses HTTPS, which is considered as most secure, where we use this protocol for banking transactions and all. We don't need any firewall entry in any of the customer locations. Since the device will search for the server, it will be very fast, it will be very easy. There is no bandwidth congestion in the network as well. And multi-tenancy, where we provide cloud services to multiple ISPs securely. Each ISP has its own space, size, and it is a distributed process. The redundancy already I mentioned. And this is where you start the process of deploying the Wi-Fi access point. From your warehouse, you can just need to barcode the serial number of the device, then send it to the customer location, and the serial number will be for the onboarding process in the CN Maestro, in the cloud or NAC controller. Once the device is powered up in the customer premises and connected to the internet, it will automatically discover the server and get the configuration as well as the software upgrade, latest software upgrade. This will reduce your installation time. There is no much technical knowledge for the installer required. He just need to power up the device and connect it to the internet. Rest all things will be done by the CN Maestro. This is a one dashboard for end-to-end network, whether it's point-to-point, point-to-multipoint, then wireless LAN, then the users connected to the Wi-Fi access point. You can see all in one page, which will be very easier for troubleshooting. You can search by device name, IP address, or based on the user credentials. You can have towers logically distributing the connectivity diagram. Troubleshooting is the process where you will have more time to find out where is the issue. Since all the logical connectivity of the network is seen in one single page, you can find out where is the issue easily. You can search based on the username who is connected to the Wi-Fi access point, so that you can see the whole network, how the Wi-Fi access point is connected through, whether it's point-to-point or point-to-multipoint or through Ethernet. Then you have the option of remote packet capture and RF analysis tools, so that you can see why that particular user is not getting the connectivity. You can even see the brand names of the device used by the Wi-Fi user, and the health of the connectivity, which band he is using, what is the SSID he is using, and what is the RSS he is getting. Is it in the coverage area, or he is pressing, is having wrong password for the security and all. Let me see if any questions there. Okay. This is about the residential Wi-Fi, where we have Wi-Fi multiple services. We use multiple devices, where if you consider the wireless as a last mile connectivity here, the CPE should use a PoE adapter. Then any home requires a Wi-Fi router. There is a ATA box for the phone, and then there is a switch. We have made a single equipment which can serve all these purposes, all in one single box. Wi-Fi router as well as PoE port for the CPE, switch, USB port for content sharing, as well as ATA ports. This has rich voice call features, where echo cancellation, three-way calling, call hold, call transfer, forward, and waiting. It supports SIP version 2, supports adaptive jitter buffer management, DHCP, DNS, 802.1 QP, VLAN QS, and differentiated services. And it is supported by Cambium Cloud as well as controller, NOC control. Supports also TR069 plus SNMPv2. I have a question. Question is, can a single CNMaster account of an SI manage multiple clients where the Cambium Wi-Fi solution is deployed, or we need to have multiple accounts on the Cambium portal for IP management? ISP can have a single account. They can slice based on the their network. Means if they have multiple segments or multiple networks, they can use a single account and manage all the networks from a single account only. And it is distributed but differentiated between them, but they cannot accessible to each other unless we provide the privilege for that particular user. About the enterprise Wi-Fi IPs, E400 indoor, EPMP 1000 hotspot, E500 outdoor. About the E400 and EPMP 1000 hotspot, E400 supports 16 SSIDs, 256 concurrent users. Since this is 11 AC product, supports dual band. You can have auto channel selection, maybe scheduled or on startup or on demand. Multiple options available. You can switch on or off the SSIDs. Dynamic VLAN assignment, rate limiting per SSID. You can specify what is the uplink and downlink rates for each user who connects to that particular AP. And it supports third-party hotspot interoperability, EAP SIM and EAP ECA, 802.1x. It has an onboard DHCP server. Policy can be managed through WMM for quality of service. Access control list available for layer 2, 3, and 4. DNS access control list. AAA servers, multiple AAA servers can be configured per SSID for high availability. Client authentication through AAA servers or radius. COA supports change of authorization, dynamic VLAN, accounting. Band steering supported 2.4 gigahertz to 5 gigahertz, where the access point can steer the band from 2.4 gigahertz clients, whoever using that particular band, to move on to the 5 gigahertz so that they can get good speed. Roaming supported, management CN Mastro as well as NAC controller, syslog present, NTP server present, and a single button tech support. You can just click a tech support dump for sending to the support people for analysis. EPMP 1000 hotspot has 8 SSIDs and 128 user support. It is IP55 and it has an aux port, auxiliary port, which can power up an EPMP or PMP 450 CPE. You don't need to have a separate cable for connecting the CPE if you have planned to have EPMP 1000 hotspot. Security, as I said, it's the same HTTPS, SNMP3, firewall, NAT, client isolation, so that each client cannot talk to each other. Time-based access you can set. You can schedule the access for users connecting to that particular AP. You have a captive portal there inside the access point itself. Wi-Fi standard based on 11i, even 11R supports in these products. RF scan facility available to show what is the noise floor in the band, so that you can choose manually if necessary. Management is through SNMP v3, CLI support, cloud and NAC management. These are the deployment use cases where you can position this product, whether it's residential, retail, public Wi-Fi, schools, or industries. Positioning will for example, for the industrial, we have IP67 outdoor 11 AC product. For schools, where you may need scheduled access or rate limiting, even for the retail, for the public Wi-Fi as well. It's very long back, actually, the Wi-Fi used to have controllers, hardware controllers present in the premises, but the APs are very thin clients. But now today, as the technology moves forward, the APs can become a controller, and without that particular hardware control compared to the earlier days, this can manage a lot of things without having the controller, like captive portal, hotspot facilities, scheduled access, and all those things can be managed through AP only. There is no need of controller. Anyway, the user authentication requires AAA servers or radius authentication for ISPs, where they may use it for public Wi-Fi or residential connectivities. For the retail, like coffee shops and uh, the retail stores, where you want to have this facility, Wi-Fi facility, without controller, you can install these devices and get the features whatever required present in the access point itself. This is about the retail, where uh, the case study, like in Mexico, it's a retail shop where EPMP 1000 hotspot and E400s are deployed. There is no controller. We have limiting the data rate per SSID, and also enable the dynamic rate. VLANs are mapped to the SSIDs for traffic separation of multiple users, like maybe one VIP uh, may require higher bandwidth, whereas the general public may require the lesser bandwidth. That can be uh, done through multiple SSIDs and configuring the rate limiting per SSID. Credential caching for the fast roaming, where the people move from one access point to another access point. These radios support H2.11R for fast roaming, which will be means almost no downtime while switching over from one AP to another AP. It may be a single RTO, but it's very fast. There is an optional onboard hotspot portal, where you can set your company logo and all those things, and client who connects to that particular AP should agree to the terms and conditions, and all. Those are all present in the hotspot itself. And in the roadmap, we are trying to have cnMastro hotspot hosting or third-party portals, band steering and load balancing, rogue AP detection, which will be coming in this quarter itself through software upgrade. This is one more resort where we have deployed E400s for the resort. It's in India only. Earlier, Ruckus had provided BOM for 30 APs, but we successfully done the whole resort coverage with 24 APs only. Coverage is very good. There is no controller required, based on the SSIDs VLAN mapped for multiple users. If you really need a controller, you can have cnMastro Cloud, which is free as of now, and on-premise controllers for using in your NOC. You can You can have APIs for third-party hotspot marketing portals so that they can advertise in your Wi-Fi access point network. This is one more case study where we did using E400 in Advanced Training Institute for Electronics and Process Instrumentation. The users were more here, and encryption without controller and the budget. Present all these things, we were successful in providing the solution the customer was looking for. This is where the multiple SSIDs come to the benefits of the customer, where teachers, admins, and students have multiple rate limiting, multiple scheduled access. And we did for the South Asian Games held in Shillong and Guwahati, using end-to-end solutions for all the products of Cambium. So E400, 1000 hotspot, EPMP, PMP 450, and PTP 650. The highlight of this case is the CN Maestro, where we were able to completely see all the network in a single page for troubleshooting, for monitoring. The stadiums were filled with more than 25,000 people, plus athletes, staff, and all. Seamless roaming provided, radius authentication provided with AAA servers, NAC controller installed in the premises for fast monitoring and managing the network. This is some more case studies where we try to cover a lot of villages in Rajasthan through EPMP 1000 hotspot, and there is a trial underway in Delhi for a telecom operator using outdoor units. It's very quick to deploy, especially for temporary installations, applications like stadiums or public gatherings or news events. And it is the low cost ownership, high user density is supported. There is no fiber required for the temporary locations where you can backhaul those APs through wireless using a point-to-point or point-to-multipoint. And the range is very good in Wi-Fi access points. These are the real-world use cases where we have implemented our Wi-Fi solutions all over the world, whether it's a football club, public Wi-Fi, party coverage, or apartments with multiple products, indoor or outdoor. This is about a case study where we installed for the temporary public gathering, where our EPMP 1000 hotspot covered around 600 feet coverage. This traffic was for the credit card posting and web browsing, and it went very well, more than the expectation of the customer. About the let me see if there is any questions. Uh, okay. The question is, can we make USB interface as a failover link? No. The USB interface is for content sharing as of now, but we are trying to analyze more and keep some more feature in the roadmap for like failover or using with some 4G, 3G dongle and all. This USB interface is available in home segment, which is R200 and R201. Content sharing, like in the schools, they can share the chapters or animations or whatever in the pen drive and stick it to the access point so that people can access that particular content, whoever connected to that particular AP. The next question is whether the built-in hotspot feature of E400 and EPP1000 supports client billing as well as for hospitality industry, or we need to rely on third-party hotspot billing software. Yeah, billing is not present. Billing will be done by AAA, but we are trying to have vouchers for recharge of the customer. He can get the e-voucher or even SMS gateway, as well as the vouchers will be coming soon. Means in the next, it's already in the roadmap and being developed. For the billing, you have to rely on third-party billing software only. How many APIs we shall connect to the cloud controller? At present, for the cloud version, they have not limiting anything for the Wi-Fi. When we have a premium version of the cloud controller, then we may have more features on that. But as well as considering the basic version of cnMastro, which is available as of today, is free. There's no commercials involved. Billing module I have already explained. And is it the next question is, the coverage is 600 feet, means is it omnidirectional coverage? Yes, it is omnidirectional. All access points have 5 dBi omnidirectional antenna, whether it's E400, R201, E500 and EPP1000 hotspot, all are 5 dBi. If the interlink link is down, will the APs work as the previous configuration? Yes, it has nothing to do with the internet. If the internet is down, the customer may not be able to access or browse internet, but he will be connected to the AP. AP will be keep on working. Okay, we will move on for the meshing. Wi-Fi meshing, we support one-hop mesh. That means indoor to indoor, or indoor to outdoor, or outdoor to outdoor. 1,000 users can cache across indoor to outdoor. Or we believe reliable SLA can be driven only by dedicated backhaul for each access point. You can use EPMP or PMP 450 or PTP 450 for reliable backhaul to the access point, majorly for public Wi-Fi or campus deployments. This is what I mean to say that through a dedicated backhaul to each Wi-Fi hotspot, you can have reliability, more reliability per AP compared to Wi-Fi mesh. And using the auxiliary port, you can power up the access point. There is no separate cable required. You save one cable plus power over Ethernet. We can reuse the frequency, less interference because of the directional transmission of the CP, lower latency compared to the mesh. This is about the guest access. Let me see if there is any more questions. Okay. You can keep on posting the questions. This guest access is required for a lot of applications, like whether it's a coffee shop, hotel, stadium, outdoor events at home. It is the research output where Wi-Fi is considered as more effective compared to providing magazines or bulletin boards or whatever. Wi-Fi is equally effective if you provide guest access to the customers. You can use the existing infrastructure, monetize it, and have customer retention. Onboarding models like you just need to uh, click to sign on, then have 30 minutes, 15 minutes free, then later, like public Wi-Fi, okay, we do that means in the airports and all. Later, if you require more than 30 minutes or more speed, longer duration, then you can buy vouchers. Then the or through payment portal for online usage of credit card, integration with other systems like third-party hotspot management applications, where they manage all these kind of applications. You can have radius as well for the guest users when they finish 30 minutes free trials, and they can have the voucher or payment portal online purchasing of more bandwidth as well as duration. With the help of radius authentication, they can move on. Hotspot 2.0 will be coming this quarter. It can be through software upgrade. Hotspot 2.0 is for the especially for the telecom operators. It includes a lot of features like MDO, mobile data flow, where you keep on roaming with the one telecom operator with data services, and wherever you find the Wi-Fi access point of that particular telecom operator, your device should automatically switch to Wi-Fi from 3G or 4G without asking you for the credentials. This is one of the features where we will have this feature this quarter only. Again, the same thing, wireless client can discover whether AP supports their home service provider or not, then authentication process. There's no need of publicizing or broadcasting the SSIDs. It's all encrypted communications. This is about the roadmap. In year 2015, we launched the R200 for R200 and 201 for residential, E400 enterprise, and EPP 1000 hotspot, and also launched the cnMastro integrating with cnPilot, which is all these products. cnPilot is the portfolio name for all these Wi-Fi products. In 2016, we are launching this NOC-based controller and mesh, on-hop mesh. First level of ecosystem partnership completion, certifications like Hotspot 2.0, and Wi-Fi will be finished this first half of 2016. This is the roadmap. Till March 16, we have already released 11R for fast roaming, 11W, enhanced MIBs, band steering already released, IPv6 support for R200 and R201 certificates are there. NOC management beta is already there and it will be released in May. E500 for the Q2 of 2016. New product R201 only Wi-Fi router. There is no PoE port to connect any Cambium device or not. So it's only simple Wi-Fi router for R201 with 4-port switch and 80 ports. Airtime fairness will be addressed this quarter. On-premise NOC server, it's already in the production. It may release by this month end. It's already in the beta testing. A lot of customers are testing this. Configuration of GUI. Actually, at present, from the CN Maestro, we cannot have a GUI configuration page to push the configuration to the access point. Like let's say I need to change the SSID, then I need to edit the text file and then push the configuration. But this quarter we will have a configuration which will be easy for the user to configure whatever he wants and then push the configuration to the same set of APs or a particular AP. At present, you can also do the backup of any of the access point configuration and then edit it and push the configuration to the access point through CN Maestro. Floor plans for the survey, and we have also coming up with a dashboard for AP aggregation. Hosted captive portal and vouchers will be released this quarter for the management for the CN Maestro. Oh, this is already done. One second. It's coming again. Okay, this is about E500, where E500 is IP67 environment enclosure. This has 16 SSIDs and 256 concurrent users. This also has LTE coexistence filter. If tomorrow LTE also there in the regions where you are going to install this AP, it should not be affected by the LTE frequency, so that there is no interference, there is nothing there. We have the filter in the product already, so that it should not clash with the LTE. Maximum TX power, as you see, it's 26 dBm for 2.4 and 25 dBm for 5 gigahertz. It's very easy for pole mounting or wall mounting. We have a detachable bracket which will be used for pole mounting. This supports 802.380 PoE in gigabit. Also supports 802.3 AF PoE out for Cambium devices like CPs and all, or any third-party surveillance camera which supports AF. And security is there as in all the products: HTTPS, SNMPv3, firewall, NAT, DHCP, client isolation. Guest access are present. You can have captive portal inbuilt in the access point, as well as hotspot 2.0. Anyway, it's coming this quarter only. Auto channel selection present, WMM present, and the management is through cloud or NOC controller, which is very quick to troubleshooting. SNMPv3, if somebody is very comfortable with CLI, that option also available. They can configure through CLI as well. These are the highlights where ruggedized circuitry using IP67. The temperature supports up to 60 degrees Celsius, AF and LTE coexistence filters. Okay, this is the PPT on the product overview and the features. Let me see if there's any question. Does this feature inbuilt in Cambium solution? Which feature I could not understand? You can type which feature you are talking about. Okay, audio is not clear, so okay, I'm out now. What is prerequisites for on-premises implementation of CN Master Control? There is no prerequisite. You just need to register in our portal, cloud.cambiumnetworks.com, or if you have already registered in support.cambiumnetworks.com, then the same credentials can be used to have the cloud access. Later, you can just onboard your devices and then monitor it. Wi-Fi dashboard is nothing but where it shows how many clients are connected, what are the devices, and what is the speed, what is the throughput going on, in octets, out octets. That I will show you again now in a different screen where you can see the dashboard. Okay, Radius is not present in the access point as of now. Radius is a third-party server, but the product supports Radius. Up to 3 Radius servers can be entered in the access point. Authentication has to be done by the Radius server, because the user database will be present in the Radius server, and the bandwidth limitation for each user, billing, everything is linked in that server. So if you are using Radius, then access point will have less work to do, because everything will be controlled by Radius server itself. Failure of the Radius can be countered using multiple Radius IP configured in the access point. And server configuration, like I think you are talking about the NAC controller, on-premises controller. This is a virtual machine which we can provide, and the interface is same as cloud, which is available as of today. So if you try to play with the cloud first, then the same interface will be there in your NAC controller. So the only part remain will be the installation in your one of the servers. Based on the requirement, like how many access points you want to manage and all, our engineering team can suggest you the server configuration so that you can install it, procure and install it. Any specific version of operating system or database, etc.? No, nothing. Everything is bundled. Actually, the NAC controller is Linux based. We can use it in Windows as well through VM. we will help you and sorry, while installation we will help you how to get it installed. And later, if you have means played with the cloud controller, then you can easily uh, manage NAC controller as well. Somebody is asking about the PMP 450. PMP 450 is just a point to multi-point device. It's one of our carrier grade, industrial grade product. Which will be used for the dedicated backhaul for each and every access point instead of having mesh, which may provide more latency in the mesh as well as throughput degradation. If you provide dedicated backhaul, whether it may be point to multi-point through wireless or through Ethernet cable, but that will be more effective considering the latency as well as the throughput and the manageability of each access point. That's what I mean by using wireless point to multi-point devices for dedicated backhaul to the access point. But for the NAC controller, we will initially help you all wherever it is required. Oh, shit. Hope, are you able to hear my voice? And I just, if you have 10-15 minutes more, then I will just go through the configuration pages where I have some more so that you can clearly understand more. Okay, this is the EPMP 1000 hotspot installation kit, which comes with a bracket as well as hose clamps and with the omnidirectional antennas of 5 dBA. Since it's a single band radio, we have separate omni antennas for 5 GHz as well as 2.4 GHz, especially for EPMP 1000 hotspot. And E400 installation, it can be wall mounted, it can be ceiling mountable or desktop. These are the mounting plate, mounting bracket, and screws, so that it can be installed anywhere. And this is the default IP for EPMP 1000 hotspot, where 0.2 and 0.1, either of them. Zero conf IP, that means if you forget the IP or with VLAN you are unable to access, then you can make use of 169.254 xDOT-y. xDOT-y refers to the last 2 bytes of the MAC address, which is in hexadecimal. You need to convert it to decimal and use. This is the dashboard of all Wi-Fi product, where you can see the access point information at left and the radio information at right, which will show you how many VLANs you have configured, how many clients connected to 2.4 GHz or 5 GHz, what is the channel being used, power, MAC address, what are the transmitted packets received in bytes as well, and radio state. Here in the left side, the system uptime, what is the name of the access point, software version, regulatory, what is the hardware type, serial number, and CN Mastro connection status. But if it is cloud based, you can see if it is connected to CN Mastro or not. Okay. This is the dashboard where you can see how many clients are connected and what is the throughput they are using. This is the real-time dashboard in the first page of the access point when you log in. And here you can see how many SSIDs are there, which is wireless LAN WLANs, and how many users are connected to that particular SSID. Or if we have multiple SSIDs, then we can see how many SSIDs are there and how many users are connected. What is their uh, brand of device being used, what is the SNR, data rate, and packets, what is the IP allocated to each and every one with MAC address. And this is the configuration page where you configure the device with the name, location, contact, and country code. Country code is the first step before any configuration, so that the all configuration features will be enabled after setting the country code. First thing is to set the country code. And this is where you manage, you have the option of changing the admin password and enable, disable some of the CLIs and GUI. Then the next step is for the CN master configuration, where you can provide Cambium ID and onboard key, or it can onboard it through serial number as well. And the third one is SNMP, where you can specify the read-write or read-only community string passwords. This is about the NTP server, where you can set the NTP server address so that the system can get the real-time clock. And the next thing is event logging, where if you have a syslog server, you can forward all the events to the that particular server, so that it will be stored in for long duration for analysis. This is 16 VLANs, 16 SSIDs for E408 and IPP 1000 hotspot, 16 WLANs supported by E400 as well as E500. Each WLAN has its own SSID, security configuration like pre-shared keys, radius authentication, and MAC authentication, plus VLAN guest access policy, access control list, rate limiting schedules. Everything is individual to each WLAN. That means each SSID. This is where you create the WLAN. You can see in the right corner top, create WLAN. You can create it, then provide the SSID after enabling it, then provide the VLAN. See, since I said all these devices have a DHCP facility, it can act as a DHCP server for the customers who connects to the AP. If you don't have any DHCP in your network, then this particular AP can act as DHCP server and distribute the IPs to the clients who connect. So that VLAN ID will be different, so that can be mapped to this particular SSID. Like if you have four different SSIDs and have 4 different VLANs, then those VLANs will have a DHCP server configurations for each SSID, 4 different VLANs. That should be mapped to the particular WLAN. So that, like, let's say VLAN 100 is related to WLAN 100. So I can map WLAN 100 with VLAN 100. This is where I can specify the respective VLAN for mapping. And then comes with WPA pre-shared keys. You can specify the password, and then the radius, what band you want, is it dual or a single. Then the max clients can be configured here, so that if you have 4 SSIDs or 16 SSIDs, you need to manage it through specifying maximum clients per SSID. So that can be configured here. Although maximum client support is 256. You can have client isolation, enable, disable. Client isolation is nothing but two devices connected to the same AP should not talk to each other. And you can hide the SSID so that the user can directly connect to the Wi-Fi access point, which will be very much present in the carrier grid. Carriers, telecom operators, where they don't need SSID, so that they will map the user with the available Wi-Fi. And ARP requests, if you have proxy ARP, then that can be enabled. This UAP SD is for unscheduled automated power save delivery. AP will have its own policy to save the power. If that is enabled, then your power consumption will be a little bit less. And you have option to configure 3 radius servers for authentication and accounting used for 1X, EAP, guest access or MAC authentication. These servers can balance the load or failover, like redundancy and all. Interoperability with 3GPP, AAA servers, Windows Active Directory, or like free radius software is present in the AP. Radius server, where you have option to specify 3 different IP addresses of the server, whether it's authentication or accounting servers. You can specify here. These are the first, second, and third. Again here, first, second, and third. And rate limiting, you can limit the rate per user, per client, or per SSID. Okay, if you have multiple SSID, you can just say that 4 MB is the uplink and 4 MB is the downlink for each SSID. If you don't want that, and if you want to schedule it for each user, then you can have like 1 MB for each user uplink and downlink. That can be specified here. And this is the schedule access, where you want, like this will be very much applicable in schools or coffee shops, retail, even in some of the enterprises, where they can schedule maybe in the work time or in the study time they cannot access the Wi-Fi. This can be configured in the AP itself. There's the guest access splash pages, which is available in the access point itself, where you can specify the content, and then a user will agree, then will get the access. There are 2 access modes, like click through. He can accept the terms and conditions and just start browsing. The other one is radius authentication. Even from the guest user, radius will take care of that. The splash pages available in the access point is up to some level, but it can be hosted on external server with the customization. You can have advertisement from hotspot owners website. You can have the guest user sign in on that particular server and then get the access. Those things can be done. Accounting can be done like after 30 minutes or after this much data packets, he can be logged out. This is the page where you configure the guest access. This is where you provide the title for the splash page and contents you can write, terms and conditions you can write. Redirect you to external user, external URL, whether it may be a US server or radius or whatever, that can be configured here. And what is the session timeout, inactive timeout, that also can be specified here. For the radio basics, you just need to enable the operation of the radio with channel, like if you want to have Auto channel or particular channels, you can select it there, and the channel bandwidth, transmit power, antenna gain, and all. And auto channel select if it has to do on startup, or if you want to schedule it some to particular time so that auto channel can run, or when there are no clients connected to the Wi-Fi access point, that time it can run the auto channel. This is about the enhanced roaming. Let me see if there are any questions. No, it is not compulsory. The question is it compulsory to have radius server to use with guest access? It is not compulsory, but radius server provides more authentication. Means if you have high guests accessing the Wi-Fi access point, then you may need to use the radius server. Otherwise, you can maintain through the access point itself. Means, see, even if multiple access points are there in the same building, then you can just replicate the configuration in one access point and to distribute it to all the access points, so that all the policies will be the same, all the configuration will be the same. So that there is no need of radius server for the guest user. Means you can specify the schedule time, you can specify the rate limit, you can specify the means logout time and all for the guest user. So that can be done. And the other question is, can we integrate local AD server, Active Directory server for login? Yeah, of course. That is the option. Either you can use radius, either you can use Active Directory or free radius. Anything can be integrated. Okay, we'll move on. This is the enhanced roaming page, where client with very poor connectivity, bad signal, can bring down the performance of the entire SSID. So we can specify here the SNR threshold, so that the access point can disconnect that particular client when he reaches SNR threshold. Like if he may be in the out of coverage area, or his device may be maybe not in the position of having good signal or something, then we have the option of specifying the SNR threshold, so that that particular client will disconnect whoever has the weak signal. That can be enabled. Even some clients have poor roaming algorithm in the device, which will not connect to another access point in the roaming, even if they get the better signal from the second access point. So that particular client maybe uh, can bring down the particular SSID performance. So that can be avoided here. And the VLAN, where you can create L3 interface. You can provide static IP or DHCP. You can NAT it. You can also run a DHCP relay agent if the DHCP server is in a separate network. Then you can specify the relay agent IP address, so that it can go to other network. Whether that should be decided, means whether you want to use the DHCP available in the AP or the network DHCP. Both can be done for multiple SSIDs. This is where you route. You can have multiple route entries with destination IP, gateway, and mask. Plus, you can also provide the default gateway, default route, domain name, and DNS server. And this is about the Ethernet ports, where you have access ports as well as trunk ports. Access port have one untagged VLAN, whereas trunk ports have a native VLAN plus tag VLANs. The native VLAN by default it is 1. That can be optionally tagged with the other VLAN ID. This will be used if you want to have statistics on particular APs, like you don't know what is the usage, what is the traffic in that particular AP. Through VLAN, you can just get the statistics so that this AP is good, this APs have less user density and all. Those statistics can be done through this. This is DOS attack protection, where you can have IP spoofs, smurf attack, and ICMP flag burn. These type of attacks can be avoided in the firewall. You can have access control list based on the policies you add. Maybe it's a source or destination MAC address, IP address, based on the protocol, TCP, UDP, ICMP, or port information, source or destination, the direction, ingress or egress direction. Each rule can be specified, permit or deny. It can be in the precedence order, like 1 is high and 256 is low. The default option, if you don't specify anything, is to drop. This is where you specify, you create the rules for ACL. But means I'm just trying to brief the features available in the access point itself. It's not cnMastro, it's nothing else. It's the access point. All these features are available in the access point itself. You might have seen all these features in the controller, hardware controller, but now it is available in the access point itself. Whether you use it or not, but the features are available. DNS access control list, you can have the basic URL filtering based on the DNS requests. Like you can deny or permit some of the domain names, like videos, like if in coffee shops you don't want the customers who are using free internet to have more videos from YouTube or Facebook. Those rules can be done here in the DNS ACL. It may be used for the content protection. Means a lot of websites can be blocked through this. This is the same. Precedence is 1 is high and 256 is low. And you have the option of using a wildcard, like star.facebook.com or something, so that those sites can be denied access to the user. MAC authentication policy, where you can have a whitelist or blacklist, like you can deny to particular MAC addresses to get the service, or you can only enable the MAC addresses to get connected to the Wi-Fi AP. Those sorry, though those MAC addresses can be specified here, and with the action deny or permit, that can be done. This is about the firmware upgrade, where you can download from the site or through cnMastro. You can just upgrade the firmware. This is about the operations, like reboot and download tech support. This will be useful for the support guys to analyze if any fault or if any issue being faced by the access point. You can have the option of disconnecting all clients, and to find out which AP in a big network where you have multiple APs in the same floor or same building, so that you can flash LEDs of that particular AP so that you can identify that AP. And you have the option of having factory defaults. You can also configure, export or import the configuration from a single AP and again replicate the same to all other APs if you wish. Configure in one AP, export it, then import in other access points. There are command lines there available. I don't go so much deep here in this. Let me see if there are any questions. The question is, we can give captive portal link of E400 to other E400 AP in a LAN. Yes, of course. If both obviously will have different IP addresses, that can be given. But why you want to give same captive portal of E400 to E400? Whereas you have the option of having the portal there only. And in each, if you just need to export the configuration and import in every AP, then there's no need of giving the link of one E400 to another E400. Okay, I'm finished as of now. I just show the command line interface where you can have the configuration done through CLI. Let me know where I can assist you of any projects. You can have demo kits available. You can just test it, convince yourself, then try to propose to the customers wherever it is required. And I assure you that this is the good product, good quality product with good range and features available. As far as the NAC controller is concerned, let me know whoever wish to have the NAC controller, so that I will analyze and try to get the NAC controller for you. Is there any more questions? You can just type, or if you have, you can also send your queries through the feedback mail, which will be coming to you. And any concerns, you can just contact me. Okay, thank you very much all. Thank you.